going to show it, but somehow these incredibly slow-moving walkers managed to catch out one dude in the middle of the street. Like, come on, man, they're noisy. Unless they're ninja walkers, that is. They're slow, they're not catching you in the wide open. Get out of it, you maggot!
Hello, I'm Lance Hornsby.
For some reason, when they filmed this, they couldn't find a camera that could film something that's been used frequently since like the mid-2000s, and went instead for this incredibly old-school aspect ratio. Still be treating walkers' skulls like they're jabbing an extra soft cheesecake.
Hey! You shouldn't be doing that!
Whoa!
As if this would ever actually happen.
If you don't stop, I'm gonna tell Rosita.
Shut up! You talk too much. No wonder your mom abandoned you.
Where the fuck did this little douche come from? All of a sudden he's appeared out of nowhere, all to be bully number one in the episode. Fuck me.
That wouldn't happen to be Rocky Road there, would it?
I work in the comms department. I could get access to the equipment, but to get official clearance, it would take a couple weeks. So,
back to square one.
I wish her ice cream could decide if it wanted to be partially eaten or barely touched. You can't keep flitting back and forth at your own will. You're making the actors in the show look silly.
I can help you put it back together, Judith. Me too. We all will.
This is so lame. I swear I couldn't literally care any less about this. Go watch Black Summer on Netflix, for the love of God.
Look out!
I love how they added a knife slashing sound effect, even though it never even touched him.
I can cut your hand off, you can do it yourself. Choice is yours.
Let's be real, it's surely a little more than a hand now, isn't it? Do they think they know how fast it spreads after a bite? Because I recall Herschel getting a whole lot of leg chopped off after taking a bite fairly low down to my recollection, and they did that within minutes tops.
You need some rest.
Oh my gosh, she can read lips! She's literally been doing that this episode alone. Stuff like this really bugs me in TV shows. Like, I get it if they're sleeping, I'll give you free license to cook up whatever you want, but she stood looking out the window and you're telling me she suddenly got a visual and audio flashback of a bunch of events from the past few days? I call
bullshit. Hey, you kill him? The two of us are gonna have a problem.
Military man should really know, you want to kill someone via this kind of a choke, you're going to at least only start to worry when he's passed out and he's still choking him out as tight. I mean, come on man, people literally do this choke in the UFC near enough once or twice a month, and the ref won't even stop the fight if the person doesn't tap until they're unconscious. And here this guy's panicking whilst he's clearly awake.
I can scout it out.
Take a squad. 3 of you. See if our friend speaks truth.
You want us to take him?
I mean, he never said that, but I'm guessing it'll probably end up being a yes, oddly enough. But to be clear, she said she could scout it. Old man said go and take a squad of 3 and see if he's telling the truth. And his reaction is, you want us to take him? What are you on about? He never said that.
Wait, what happened?
Even in a panic, it's random to think he suddenly picked up sign language in his sleep. This feels like the longest way to explain the situation. I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. Walker impression, point upstairs, tap on the wall and put yourself on the other side and do the impression. I mean, that would take what? 7 seconds or less? He said to take a squad of 3, but they went in a group of 6. I mean, am I missing something or what?
No, that's my job.
Always.
Also, I gotta say, it feels inconsistent at best to have them all appear in masks pretty much entirely from when they were first introduced till Daryl was captured, and now they don't bother anymore. So, to set the record straight, they wore masks constantly, at night no less, never taking them off, but now no one is wearing them, even though at least 2 of them have them on their belts. Yes! Finally The Walking Dead does something actually good. I like that. It's different, it's weird, and it gets them a send off.
Don't want.
You're either with us or you're not.
See, now things like this annoy me when people get also suddenly suspicious over tiny things, and like, I can actually genuinely let that go. Maybe the guy's a knobhead, so he is overly cautious of Daryl. That's fine. But then all he said is he's just trying to help, and when he goes off to search upstairs, her words to him are, "You're either with us or against us." Like, I get it if he was arguing or doing anything other than being helpful. It's just poor writing.
She's with some guy who knew Michonne. They left in a hurry. Something's not right.
Stop signing when you're talking, it's really weird.
She's scared. She needs me.
And then she stops signing and just talks. It's so random, she can't do one or the other. She's talking to people who can hear fine and signs at them, and then stops signing randomly. Wouldn't this be the time to actually talk? I mean, I checked her wiki page and it doesn't state that either the actress or the character is a mute. So she couldn't just poke her finger through the hole, for example?
Never seen people this far gone. To hurt us like prey.
She cannot hear you.
Piece of shit.
Kinda hard to believe that freshly made mask is that dry on the inside. I mean, even the Whisperers were airing theirs out for ages before actually wearing them, but hers is primed and ready and dry as hell.
It's enough to show you my dorm room.
You always live in a dorm here?
Yeah, it's great.
Tommy, I'm sorry. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want the life that comes along with being a doctor here.
God, her pushing is actually irritating and sim-worthy. She already said she wouldn't mention it again, and immediately does so the very next episode, and in the show's timeline about 2 days after that conversation. It's annoying, man. The dude said he wasn't at all happy, now he's really happy, and still she's randomly pushing.
Hey, you used to love the job. I remember how you used to look when you saved someone, when you told somebody good news.
She literally answered his question during the episode I just mentioned, saying this was probably the most happy she's ever seen him, because he asked her, when was the last time you ever saw me happy? And she said, this now.
I like things the way they are. This place makes sense. There's order, a system.
Okay.
Oh dear lord, she's annoying, talking like that as though she's being punished somehow, and it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. Meanwhile, she's been poking at the dude multiple fucking times. Jesus.
What do you think I did? I did nothing wrong, I swear.
Stop! I'm his lawyer! He's entitled to know his rights!
No.
She was already a 9 out of 10 on the irritation scale, and I know what they're doing obviously isn't right, but shouting, I'm his lawyer and he's entitled to know his rights. Like what? Have you read their entire bloody constitution since arriving and conspiring with your friends and taking meetings over the past 48 hours? She hasn't got a clue what the rules and laws are. They're definitely not following the US Constitution, are they?
Where do they bring these exactly? I don't know.
You know, a sin just occurred to me. If you're punishing people and you have them on a work detail like this, surely you'd spare some simple armor to protect them from bites and such. I mean, you might be punishing like a brain surgeon or something, or at least in Eugene's case, an incredibly intelligent and useful guy. You really not gonna give them some stormtrooper shizzle to stop a stupid walker grabbing them in a house and ruining their future usefulness purely so you can punish them for something? I doubt it.
Muster first.
Eugene! Who the hell? Eugene!
Extremely rude.
You have no idea who you're talking to.
Eugene!
Oh, I think I do.
As opposed to using any other words at all. I mean, at this point, she's reading a book.
You're part of the new group that came in, right?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't seen my friends in a few days, so.
If you're not being secretive just in case by mentioning they're your friends, then why bother to answer the first question with an I guess?
I'm ready. Please.
Gotta give props to his skill shooting her straight on, but managing to put the bolt in the back of her head.
You have had a hell of a lot to say.
Pope temporarily turns into a walker before snapping out of it.
You have had a hell.
And randomly pause after entering for dramatic effect.
Pope says God chose us. You believe all that?
Look, I know how it sounds. But when we had nothing, he gave us something to hold on to. We're all alive because we believed in him.
That's not an answer to the question.
Here, need to go.
Well, she weren't breaking that like that. Nathan Byrne, Bird Without a Word, Tyler Warner, Ali 50, Kawada Takashiro, Ted L, Israel Caldera, Mr. Waffle 64, Kieran Robinson, Chris Harris, Jonas Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Steelers, Matthew Blanchett, Kim Munt, Manuel Morales, Carlito, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Blitzcloud, Keeper, Kepler, Jeffer 6263, Magnus, Kevin Nelter, Brendan Krier, Kaj Vorzelman, Sean Graves, The Epic Amanda, Galaxy Bots 22, Leaf Armor Hammer, Sentimento, Gaten 2000, Storm 970, Inakami Underwater, Your Ed Vincent.